Hey Libra, it's Patsy here, and I'm going to be doing your love bite for the month of mid-March through mid-April 2018. So, thank everybody for joining me here today. I appreciate all of you all who have subscribed and liked and shared. And if this is your first time to the channel, please, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you checking me out. And please like, share, subscribe, and make comments. All right, I love to get your comments. And if you desire a personalized reading from me, you can send me an email at pbtarot7@gmail.com, or you can go to the InstantGo app, and you can text a question to me, and I'll answer you. Okay, so it's one question at a time, but you can find me on the InstantGo app, and there'll be a link in the description of this video at the end, or any of the recent videos that I have posted. So this is 5 cards for you, 5 cards for your partner, or something that you need to know about your love life. So let's get started. First 5 cards are for you. First card here, and this is the Romance Angel Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay? But this was in the reverse. Next card you have here is religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This was also in the reverse. Next card, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This was upright, so that's good, Libra. The next card that you got was forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And the last card here was deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So Libra, right off the bat, I'm getting the feeling that this is about your relationship that you're currently in, that you're not feeling romantic towards your partner anymore, the person that you're with. I think it may be a marriage just because of the religious factors, but it seems as if you've lost those feelings. So you're not in love with your spouse anymore. And a new love has come into your life. And the advice is that you can start a new beginning once you learn how to clean up these hurts and these issues from the past. It may have to do with family issues, or it just may be things that you need to get some counseling on. And once you tackle those issues, you'll be fine. You'll be able to proceed with this new love. And the last card being deception. Someone's wearing a false mask. It may be that your current partner or your spouse has no idea that you've fallen out of love with them, or that you have a new love interest. Could be saying that you've been going to counseling with your spouse under pretext of forgiving and learning, but you have a plan B. Okay, let's see. This second set of 10 cards would be for your partner, your spouse, or the person that you're interested in maybe, or it could be what Spirit wants you to know about your current situation. First card here, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So as I said, they may have some things that's going on in your psyche that is past this relationship, is childhood hurts. But this was in the reverse. The next card here, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. But this was also in the reverse. So this could mean that someone's growing impatient with the situation or with you. This healing family issues in the reverse fell directly underneath the romantic feelings card for you that was in the reverse. So, as I said, I think that these issues these family issues or these emotional issues have impacted your relationship. And worth waiting for in the reverse, falling directly under the religious factors for you. I'm thinking that your spouse may be feeling, or you may be feeling, that this is a marriage that has been going on for a long time, or this is a relationship that's been going on for a long time and it's like dragging itself out. The next card that came up in this reading for you, Libra, was separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. But this was also in the reverse, and that fell directly under the new love. So it could mean that your spouse doesn't see any separation on the horizon. Just letting you know, in case you thought that you were going to be able to move on anytime soon. Or just basically they're not trying to get separated or divorced. The next card that came up in the reading was very soon. Decide what you want. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And this was also in the reverse. So, again, there's no separation coming in this relationship as far as your partner's concerned anytime soon. It could also be that very soon, very soon in the reverse could mean very slowly, not soon at all. And that fell directly underneath forgiving and learning. So maybe you or your spouse feels that there's a whole lot of work to do and no progress is being made, or they can't make a decision about what to do or what to share. The next card that came up for them was keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And that fell directly underneath your deception card for you. So I'm thinking that your partner doesn't know that you are being deceitful. Your partner has no idea that you aren't putting your best effort into resolving this. All four of these cards were in the reverse for your partner. And keeping an open mind was only when it was up. And I think what it would be, the message it would be saying to your partner is that maybe you need to open your eyes and understand that this is over. Or that they need to open their eyes and open their mind and understand that you are not you're not a fair player in this. You're not interested in solving this situation. That you are hoping to move on. You may not have even really found a new love. You just are ready for a new love. And you're putting on a false face. All right, so got 2 cards from you also from the Mermaids and Dolphins deck, which is also by Doreen Virtue. The first card that came here, watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. It's important to think about what you desire, not what you fear. Thoughts are very powerful, and you can manifest something that you weren't intending because you stay with the negative thoughts. And the thing that you fear, if you keep thinking about it, the universe will deliver it to you because, oh, this is on their mind so much, this must be what they want. You send out wrong signals because you're focusing on the bad so much that you're not focusing on the good. So if you want this to heal, if you want this relationship to fix itself, you should start thinking about it in those terms. Think about the positive things. All right? Picture what you want this relationship to be. Picture what you want the outcome. That if you had your way, if everything would work in your favor, you know, if you had a magic wand, so to speak, how would you picture this? It's like putting up one of those visualization boards that people do, or sticking the picture of the Cadillac on your car and saying that's the car I want. You can keep doing that, and that's what you'll get. So maybe if in your mind you'll start thinking positively about this relationship, maybe things will turn around for you. Playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestation. Maybe you and your partner need to take a vacation, or maybe you all need to spend some more time playing and laughing and less time working on these issues. You know, maybe you can put it to the side just for a moment. Maybe a vacation even. Create some happy times around you. Create some playtime for yourself and for your partner, if you want this relationship. Okay, so let's see what the Conscious Spirit Oracle card wants to add to this conversation. And the Conscious Spirit Oracle is by Kim Dwyer. Okay, and I have some information for Libra brothers and sisters out there about their love life for the time period of mid-March through mid-April 2018. And this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you, Spirit. What it is that Libra needs to know. Okay. All right, so the first card that fell here was Balance. I understand and embrace the I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. Number 29. That's 11. But this was reversed. So things are out of balance here in this relationship. The next card that came here for you was Earth Elemental, number 6. I gracefully accept the abundance that the earth bestows upon me. So this is talking about gratitude, all right? And all that you have grown together, okay? This relationship has deep roots, okay? And it has been fruitful, all right? You have grown something together, all right? And they're reminding you to be grateful for everything that you've been given so far, even this relationship. As painful as it might be right now, there was something good that came out of it. And you put a lot of work into it. Both of you did. And the last card that fell here was abundance. I'm grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. This was in the reverse. Number 36. 9. So your ancestors are telling you, you haven't been showing gratitude. You've been ungrateful. You haven't been counting your blessings. Maybe you've been doing a lot of complaining, Libra, and not a lot of thankfulness. Now I could have sworn I had this phone turned off. But anyway. So you haven't been showing gratitude. You've been taking things for granted. So the ancestors wanted to remind you that as much as you may be out of love with your partner or unhappy with your current romantic situation, you have a lot to be thankful for. And maybe if you showed a little more gratitude to the divine, to your creator, and maybe even to your partner, because however way it went, you didn't do it by yourself. From what I'm seeing, this is for someone who has been in some kind of a long-term relationship, I guess. But in general, for all of us, when we spend our time complaining about our situation, we forget sometimes to show and to remember the gratitude. You know, the things that we have to be grateful for is what I meant to say. You know, we haven't been as grateful or as grateful and appreciative as maybe we ought to be. And as much as we might be praying for things to change, how often are we thanking God for the things that have remained the same that are good? So that could be something that could change your circumstances for you, maybe. Show a little gratitude. Things might change. We're going to get 2 cards, it seems, from the Journey of Love deck, and this is by Alana Fairchild Rasuli and Richard Cohen. So 2 cards came for you here. Wow. First card that fell, the Christ Flame, number 31. The Christ Flame. 31 is 4, that's foundational. Let's see what 31 is talking about. Wow. set this so you all can see it. Okay, that's pretty. The Christ flame. Within you burns the flame of Christ. Beyond religion, this flame belongs to all hearts willing to receive the divine. Opening to it as a lover would open the heart to receive the beloved. Through the awakening of the Christ within. I'm sorry. Though the awakening of the Christ within brings greater closeness to the divine, and therefore greater love and depth of compassion, it too can bring sadness. It can bring religious anger and a passionate need to contribute positive healing action and change in the world. You may be an introspective soul who does this through mastering their inner world with meditation and yoga, raising your own vibration with absolute intent that this bring healing to the world around you. You may be an extroverted soul that thrives in sharing messages and living a life of dynamic action in support of the causes that are worthy and moving to your brave heart, capable of feeling divine outrage and responding with inspired action. You may be a combination of these souls, and choosing wisely what you consume, which companies you support, which television you do or do not watch, and what you read. Voting for the life you want to have around you in the world through your actions, internal and external. This is the Christ flame igniting within you, setting the world aflame with the fire of divine love. This oracle brings guidance that you are connecting with the universal Christ consciousness, and your heart is meant to awaken as a sacred heart, bearing the Christ flame of divine love this lifetime. You are part of the wave of awakening happening on the earth right now. You are exactly where you are meant to be and doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. Keep going. So that was the first card that you got here. And the second card is Heart of God. Amazing. Heart of God and Christ flame. Let's see what that's talking about. Thought I had, I know I do, I'm just not looking at it right now. I thought I had another one of these stands. But I'm sure I'll find it as soon as I finish. Heart of God. That's number 9. New beginnings, changes, transformations. Something ends in order for something to begin. You are part of a profound divine calling and privilege. It is a role of inspiratress or inspirator. Okay, so that you're inspiring people upon this earth. Women and men who have hearts capable of bliss. Bliss is what we feel when we let God in. The heart opens and we cannot speak for the sensation of it. It cannot be described. Great hearts can tolerate mystery. They can bear the enormity of divine bliss beyond analysis and description and simply be. You don't have to do anything with it. To be the inspiration is to have a heart open to the divine. It's a life calling. Your heart is an inspirational force to be loved, recognized, and protected for the precious catalyst of divine awakening that it is. Be led by your heart. God is in it, speaking through it, calling you forth to love. And the love that flows through your heart filters out through your toes, dripping on those beneath you as stars falling from the heavens. This oracle holds a message from the divine. You have a sacred purpose to fulfill upon this earth, and it's all sorted out. This situation, this issue, this awakening that you seek and are living even now is held lovingly in the hands of the divine creator. The creator says to you, leave it with me. It's all unfolding in perfection. I am alive in your heart. I am your heart. When souls are touched with love sublime, the hearts unleash the wonder found, a promise made somewhere in time of words that speak without a sound. In gratitude, we transcend space and bless the gifts we can now keep, of thoughts caress and soft embrace, and eyes allowed in joy to weep. The moment's song that we compose will leave this life with no regret and carry forth what we impose to chart again a course once set. For what we have is ours to own. Each breath a step we measure sweet. Together now we wait alone and walk in peace, our hearts complete. Heart of God. And the Christ flame. Oh boy. Okay. Wanted to look the poem that went with the Christ flame. Love is more than words can define. It's a feeling which wells up inside and longs for release. It's a smile which starts in my heart and spreads across my face like a silly grin. It is knowing so deep in my being that every cell speaks in a language that only lovers know. And most of all, it is the beginning, the birth, the possibility, the promise of a tomorrow, that the hope that grows into something we can only imagine when hearts combine and love becomes more. I think there's a message here for you in this situation that maybe the source of these challenges in your relationship is a failure to acknowledge the roots, the foundation, where you all began. Maybe there was a religious epiphany along the way, or maybe you all grew apart in your belief system, and instead of finding the commonality, you focused on the differences. That if you don't believe what I believe, then you're wrong. And if you don't believe what he believes, then he's wrong. Something like that is the feeling that I'm getting, and that's the out of balance. Because it did say, religious factors did come up, but it was in the reverse. So perhaps it is something about your religious factors that have shifted. Your religious beliefs, something may have shifted, and that's what the imbalance is. Or maybe you don't believe what your partner thinks you believe. Or your partner knows that you don't believe, but the face that you're showing to the outside world is that you're part of it, that you're with it. So you're being deceitful in order to save face. I'm getting this, that this is a situation about people, and this has something to do with your faith. Watch your thoughts. Let's see what that's about. Watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. By drawing this card, you're alerted to the extra importance of monitoring your thoughts. You have no neutral thoughts, and every one of them creates an effect in your life. So you're being asked to be vigilant in holding only positive thoughts. Most of us slip into negativity occasionally, and you may be no exception. However, you can undo the effects of negative thinking by recognizing them and stating, I now cancel that thought and replace it with the following positive affirmation of my true divine desires. Then list the situations and attributes that mirror your godliness and goddessness. During this important part of your life, you have the power to manifest your highest potential at the most rapid rate possible. So Libra, this is talking about you having the power to manifest things the way you want to. That you have more control in this situation than you may be willing to recognize or admit to. That maybe if you showed more gratitude, maybe if you monitored your thoughts and watched the way you communicate to your partner. That maybe if you were straight up and honest about how you feel about things, what you believe and what you don't believe. Maybe if you went to counseling with intentions of getting counseled to resolve your issues, maybe you'd be giving your relationship a chance. But if you're going in there already on the defensive, and not just the first visit, because I think everybody's on the defensive the first visit to the marriage counselor or the couples counseling, but by the second visit, to be willing to do the work, to be willing to forgive, to be willing to learn and open up and speak. to schedule some playtime, date night. Date night? You can do that without going on vacation and spending too much money. To get some balance back into your life and to turn all of these cards for your partner back around. They don't want to leave you. Separation is in the reverse. They want to stay. You're ready to bounce. And they don't even know that. This is a general reading. I want to remind everybody, this is a general reading, but this may resonate for someone. Some of this may resonate for some of you out there. Okay, let's see if we can get, first, let me see if I can get a card for you from the numerology deck, and this is by Michelle Buchanan. Let's see if we can get some messages here for Libra for the time period of mid-March to mid-April 2018. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in reference to their love life. We get some numerology guidance so that we can know which way to go. What is it that we need to pay attention to? What is it that we need to change in order to affect a happy outcome? I love it. 77, spirituality. Wow. Spirituality. This is about you and your part. And see, it's double sevens. So this is both of you. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Here we go, Libra. This card indicates a need to enhance your connection to the divine, to improve your relationship with yourself, as well as your quality of life. You're not a human being having a spiritual experience. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. And your relationship with Source is your path to inner peace. That's the answer to this all. When you find your way back to God, you find your way back home. By getting this card, you're being encouraged to celebrate and strengthen your relationship with the divine in whichever way you choose. You may opt for prayer, meditation, chanting, yoga, or periods of silence and contemplation. Perhaps quiet time in nature, going on a retreat, or attending a place of worship is something you prefer. It doesn't matter which option you choose, for there is no right or wrong. Only you can know your ultimate path to God. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to strengthen your relationship with the divine. You're also being urged to communicate with your lost loved ones, your spirit guides, and angels, and ask for assistance when required. No request goes unanswered, and no request is too big or too small. The affirmation here is, my relationship with the divine is my path to inner peace. Spirituality. I don't think that the divine can make it any plainer than that. You need to start talking to your ancestors. You need to start talking to your ancestors. And you need to start being honest with yourself and with your partner. Okay, let's see if we can get a card from the Iyanla Van Zandt Until Today deck. See if there's any further affirmations or direction that we can get for you, Libra, as you go forward and make the decision to reach out to the divine and incorporate more spirituality in order to save your relationship, or at least understand why it's going the way it's going. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lord, thank you. Thank you, Wow. All right. I have more than enough of what it takes to make it through the rough times and tight places. Just for the day, you may have thought that what happens to you and around you determines the nature of who you are. Just for the day, allow faith, joy, patience, and peace to be the character building tools that determine your approach to the experiences of life. Libra, the divine is reaching out to you, and they're telling you that you got to get this right with God. And the only way that you're going to solve this problem, or even ultimately if this relationship doesn't continue, the only way that you're going to be healed enough to deal with another relationship is by you tuning into your relationship with the divine. Showing more gratitude. Being careful of what you think and what you say. Showing more empathy towards your partner. Showing more empathy towards your partner. They're in pain. They don't want to separate. But they're tired, just like you are. But you don't have to pray together right now. You can pray separately. But whenever you pray, if ever you pray, start your prayers off with gratitude for all that you've been given, for all that you've grown together in this relationship. Your home, your children, your savings, your legacy, your traditions, the games you've played, the fun you've had, the days the car got washed and everybody was splashed and wet, or going outside and shoveling and everybody coming inside to nice hot chocolate or soup. The good days, the good times couldn't have all been so horrible. You wouldn't have been there so long, would you? And if you would have, then maybe this is reaping what you've sown. But it's not too late. Not at all. Christ's flame is forever, right? As is the heart of God. Work on your spirituality, Libra. And all these things will fall into place, if not to mend this relationship enough for you to stay together, maybe enough for at least you all not to be combative as you all walk away. Maybe the new love that you are looking for is a deeper relationship with your Creator. Maybe that's the new love. New spirituality. This 77, this is a master number. This is a master year. So this is the time for you to do it, if you're going to do it at all. So, Libra, I hope this resonated with some of you. I hope it didn't resonate with all of you, because this is serious, you know. This is a lot. It's a lot. But it's also a gift, because you're getting a chance to get it together. You're getting a message that can tell you how to fix this thing. And if you weren't watching this, if you didn't want to fix it, you wouldn't be watching it. So keep that in mind. So thank you so much. Please, if you know other people who are Libras, share this with them. You might not know what's going on because they're wearing a false mask. So just send it to them anyway. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, you haven't lost anything. It's free. All right, but share it and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please make comments. Let me know your situation. If you don't want to share it public, excuse me. Why? Okay. If you don't want to share it publicly, you can always send me an email, pbtarot7@gmail.com. Or like I said, you can send me a question on Instant Go, on the Instant Go app, and I will respond to you as soon as I can. All right? So, thank you so much for joining me today, Libra. I hope this reading helps, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Check out your general readings for the month of April. They're up already, okay? So, I will be talking to you all soon, and thank you so much. Bye.